Among powerful predators, you'll find a common thread: NDAs. This is the non-disclosure agreement that Harvey Weinstein's former assistant Zelda Perkins was made to sign when she tried to report his behaviour. Now a campaigner to stop their misuse, she says you'll find a clear trail of their use at the root of every scandal of abuse since. And while international law is changing fast, the UK is being frustratingly slow to act.
There is an enormous amount of fear in the halls of power about taking away the ability to silence people who are going to show up your wrongdoing.
While the UK hasn't considered it a priority, Ireland, Canada and the US have all introduced legislative changes.
And it's not just about sexual harassment and sexual assault, it's the abuse of power and employers or whoever has power over you being able to manipulate you and silence you about anything they choose.
Sean Diddy Combs, who awaits trial for sex trafficking and racketeering, which he strenuously denies, was at the height of his fame in the noughties. A former music video dancer from back then has told Sky News the use of NDAs within hip-hop and Hollywood more generally was widespread.
You come dressed ready for an event, a party, whatever, you get to the door and there's an NDA. Before you can step into the door, you have to sign this NDA.
Here in the UK, leading music industry voices say they're being used in an equally problematic way.
Exploiting their music, bullying and blackmailing. And it's rife.
Therese Beaumont is the chief executive of Black Lives in Music.
You've got high-profile cases, numerous testimonies of people saying they've been abused by them. Yet they're still able to work. Some of them are still being promoted. Can you imagine being a victim and watching the person who did something to you be promoted and what that does to you as a person?
But could change be on the way? The government has confirmed it'll implement Conservative plans to ban NDA use in universities, and it's understood banning their misuse more widely by employers is also being considered, with Workers' Rights Minister Justin Madders recently saying they intend to look more closely at whether changes could be made in its landmark employment rights bill, pitched by Number 10 as the biggest upgrade to workers' rights in a generation. In a statement, the government promised to set out its position on any amendments in Parliament.
It's so bad.
Former reality star Katie Waisel, who left the music industry behind to study law, says things can't stay the same.
I understand non-disclosure agreements in terms, of protecting trade, or a formula for hair care. But for the music industry, it begs me to ask the question, why so secretive? What are you trying to hide? What are you trying to cover up?
Campaigners arguing that as countless high-profile cases keep coming to light, the power imbalance that paperwork like this enables is increasingly indefensible. Katie Spencer, Sky News.